Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Ade Hidayah, and today I would like to review the textbooks that I have reviewed before. So if you want more about this textbook, so don't go anywhere and just watch this video. So the textbooks that I want to review today is this one. Yes, this textbook is written by Rebecca L. Oxford, and the title is Language Learning Strategies. Yes, from the title in this textbook, maybe you guess that this textbook may be talking about the learning strategies. And yes, that's true. Yes, this textbooks is really recommended for the teachers or maybe the learners or the people who interested with the learning strategies. So now I will give you the little bit review within the chapters and this textbook. Yes, in the first page you can see the table of contents. Yes, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 chapters within this book, and it's from this content you will know what they are going to be talking about. So let's move to the first chapter from this book. Yes, it's about looking at language learning strategies. As in these chapters, it will talking about looking at language learning strategies. Yes, this chapter will be talking about what is the learning strategies and why these strategies is very important to learn, and also the divisions of learning strategies. Yeah, because this learning strategies is divided to be two parts, the direct strategies and then the second is indirect strategies. And also this chapter gives some guidelines for the teachers or the learners or the instructor and so on to use this book so they can use this book more effectively. And the next is chapter 2. It's about the direct strategies. Yes, direct strategies is one of the language learning strategies. So in this chapter, they will be talking about what is the direct strategy means and what's the part or the area of the human that connected to these strategies, and also it gives some theories about the direct strategies, the importance. In addition, these chapters also gives you a brief activities that related or implemented to the direct, and also which part or area that is connected in this direct strategies, such as memory, and also cognitive, and also the compensations. And in this chapter also gives you a short brief the activity for the students to improve their ability. And also these chapters gives you the short activities that you can do in the class for the student to make the learning class is more interesting and more effective to learn the new language. Okay, let's move to the next chapters. In the third chapters, here is the applying of direct strategies to the 4 language skills, such as listening, reading, speaking, and writing. So this is the implemented of the direct strategies that use it cognitive memory and also compositions to the some activities that's related to the language skills. And the next is the fourth, chapter fourth. Chapter four is about the indirect strategies. So indirect strategies is something that more important too besides the direct strategies. So the indirect strategies is the conditioning the learners to receive the informations or about to organize their minds to prepare the learnings and also about their attitude. So in this their indirect strategies, it's also involves the three part or the three area, and it is the metacognitive, affective, and also social skills. And this chapter also talking about the what difference from the indirect strategies and the direct strategies, and why this indirect strategies is also important for the learners to manage its strategies for them to learn the new language or the second language. And the chapter 5 is like the third chapter. It is the details of the indirect strategies, but talks about the activities that you can implement it in the class, such as about the behaviors and about the empathy to the others, and also to maintain your stress, just like. And the next is this, and the next, the chapter 6 is language strategy assessment and training. Yes, if you know what is the direct strategies, what is the indirect strategies, and what's the activities you can do in the class to your learners, the next step is the assessment and the training. So this chapters is about the how to assess your learner by observing, by interviewing, and so on. And after you know the your learner's ability, you can do the training for improving more ability. And the last chapter from this book is networking, networking at home and abroad. Yes, this chapters is about. I think this is the reference for the people who wants to know more about the learning strategies, so they can compare their strategies for with the other strategies in other institutions or in another countries. So, in these chapters, maybe the teacher can mix and match their learning strategies that they have been using in the class, and replace it with the new, or maybe to collaborate the new strategies to their learning activity. So what I like from this textbooks is these colors of this book, because I love these colors, and also they elucidated explaining the chapters one by one, and also very sequentially, very neatly, and also they give the brief informations, but it's the key to know the all of the chapters. And they didn't give some much example from this book, but I quite love these books from the font, from the pictures that gives within the book, and also these books gives you a reference, the learning language in another country, so it can make you mm, can learn more about the learning strategies in another country. So I think this is the last of my reviews. I hope that this review is useful for you, for the teachers, or maybe for the learners who wants their learning is more effective to learn the new language or the second language. And thank you for your attentions. Goodbye.